And Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Diallo out there with D. Then it's P. Then it's the Wizard. And it's Hall in at the center position. They've got Fall. Champ out there with P. Then there's Boss, and it's Mack in at the 4. Should be a very tactical game tonight. Both teams, Greg, relying on execution in the half court.
Yeah, and that requires ball movement, player movement. You can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work.
Here's a Kobo. Rebounded by Hall. Now here's Lee. Passes it to the Wizard. Out to the wing. Fires for 3. Here's Hall. Rebounded by Howard. Here's Fall. And that one, good.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Oh, man, these fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. Should be a great game.
Here's the Wizard, coming off 31 points last game. Lee outside. Over Mack. No good from Lee.
Now, I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Pass to Howard. Here's a Kobo. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Diallo the pass to the Wizard. Kicks to Lee. Here's the Wizard. The pass to Hall. Back to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Here's a Kobo. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Hall. We saw him with 10 points last game. Here's the Wizard. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Pass to Matt. Here's a Kobo, covered by Lee. A Kobo, the pass to Pete. Jacks up a 3. Eunice grabs the miss. Gone 2 of 6 from the field. Lee passes to Hall. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. To the paint, here's Mack. Off with the layup. Being well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
First one falls for him. Both teams will make substitution. Five seconds left in the first quarter. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. They lead by a bucket. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. We've got Westerman. Harris is out there with Powell. Then it's D, and it's the Wizard in at the two-guard spot. Okobo looking over the floor. Passes to D. The shot goes down, and he gets this game back to even.
Well, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Here's Westerman. And, yes, it's good.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Here's Okobo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Okobo's got his third bucket of the night.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Hit his leg. And it's being called a kickball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
And they take the lead. Okobo's got 8 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Monianis to Westerman. And there's the pass to the Wizards. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Now Monianis. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's Fall. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. And they're running. Here's the Wizard. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
It's deflected. Powell with it. He has 5. Took him no time at all on that one. 7 points for the Wizard.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to the kid. Here's Okobo. A beautiful reverse layup.
Timeout, timeout.
He's got 12.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. And Chris, if you were playing today, which coach would you most want to play for?
And so many great coaches in this league. Kevin, I don't know. But I would hope they had the template of letting their guys get out and go. I want to play in a fast-paced system. I want to play for a coach that played this game before. I want to play for a coach that really had that great attitude in the locker room, one that fostered chemistry. So, so many great coaches. I'm sure it's a lot of them that fit that criteria.
To the inside. Passes it to Doc. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range.
And, guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear. He's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Here's Lee. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And here's the fast break. Pass to Mack. Here's a Kobo, covered by Monaco. And it's a Kobo missing. Gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Inside. Here's Monaco. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Count it.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Kobo, the pass to Antetokounmpo.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Lee. Mack grabs the miss. Mack's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's a Kobo. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's Diallo. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. The rebound by Lighty. Gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
We'll see how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Taking a look at this home squad, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
It's great to see a team going inside, challenging the defense in the paint. You don't see that mentality as often in today's game. So much is perimeter. Guys want to stay on the outside. They don't want to get sweat equity.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the boards. More possession means...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
We've got P, also Champ out there. Boss is out there with Fall, and it's Mack in at the 4 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
The turnaround jumper. Lee gets the bucket.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
Here's a Kobo. 14 points for him. He kicks it to Howard. Lacombe, covered by Monaco. Lacombe. Monaco grabs the miss. Being 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. There's Diallo. Yep, that one goes in there. Diallo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Kobo, the pass to Mack. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to the Wizard for the tie. Hits the three-point bomb. The Wizards got 10.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Here's a Kobo, covered by Lee.
Get there, get there.
Mack, the pass to a Kobo. Good, and the nice assist from Mack. 16 points for Champ.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Lee dishes to Monaco. Bucket is good. He has 6.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's a Kobo. And the layup falls. Kobo's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Monaco. Here's Lee, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity.
The basket counts and
Shot's
one.
Good.
He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Hit. Shooting one.
Westerman, he's checked in for Diallo. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. They lead by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Powell. Buckets is out there with Baller. And it's the eraser, and it's Hall in at the center, locking down the middle.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Baller passes to Gray. It's Powell on the wing. Clock is at 3. Here's Diallo. No good on the 3. In 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's a Kobo. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Mack grabs the miss.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
That puts them in the lead. That's now 22 points for Champ.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Nailed from three-point land. 10 points for Baller.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Here's Matt. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Free throw good. Mack falls checked in for D. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Gray's shot is off. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Okobo. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Okobo's got 24 points and around 41% on the night. Gray passes the ball to the left wing. A 3 ball. Gray, that's good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Down low. Here's Fall. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Lee's checked in for ball. Pass to Gray. Diallo with it. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Matt, great pass to set up the lay-in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. There's Lee with the 3. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Okobo, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And the first one at the line is good. He's checked in for the kid. So he gets them both.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
The Wizard passes to Powell. Now the dish to Lee. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
It's deflected. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. Monteunas is checked in for Powell. Gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth. Going 6 for 7. Here's Lacombe. Makes it off the glass.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Lee against Howell. Lee passes to the Wizard. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Dishes to Howell. Now the pass to Matt. To the wing on the left. Here's Okobo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. He hits both from the stripe.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Lee in the posts. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time.
Okobo, that's good. Okobo's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
1:19 left to play in the final quarter. Count it, good. And 12 points for the Wizard.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easy it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on this side of the ball.
To the middle, here's Lee. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
They recover it. And Fall gets it to go. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. And now, let's present our New Balance There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. From 6 feet. Good!
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Powell in the high post. 11 feet away. Another shot. Got it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.